Welcome everybody to another presentation brought to you by Bloxico, second to none in blockchain solutions. This is where it's at. This is where the excitement is starting to develop because we're on the cusp of launching. This is obviously powered by the Mosaic chain. This is called the highway space. This is your opportunity, much like ours, to own the future's infrastructure and earn passive income for the rest of your life. This is obviously an opportunity for people that can see it's for smart people. The end of the score, you either consider yourself one of those smart people, or you can continue to go and chase scams that are failing left, right, and center. I'm just going to be plain and blunt, unfortunately. Some people are going to feel bad about it. I'm just going to tell it like it is. So let's get a bit raw. Sorry, guys. But anyways, why own an infrastructure? Throughout history, and, the biggest fortunes has always been made through owning infrastructure, be it roads, energy, telecommunications, railways, the internet, obviously via social media. Those that are using social media, they're obviously using YouTube, etc., content creators, if you will. Then you get people that own banks. Now, you and I transact on a bank every single day. We don't even think about it anymore. We are swiping like ninjas, left, right, and center, tapping, almost like we're dancing, you know, for those that have the tap feature. Then also, at the end of the day, you're not even thinking of every fee that is applied to every transaction that is created. Not only that, you don't think of the technology that's actually causing the system to validate those transactions. Just sit and think about how much transactions you're doing in one single month. Not only that, then you have businesses that also have bank accounts. And not only that, you have various bank accounts. For us here in South Africa, we've got banks like ABSA, FNB, Nedbank, Time Bank, you name it. All of those banking infrastructures that are basically all ecosystems on their own, that have products of their own, are all interconnected, but yet we don't think of the technology that's happening there. What if I told you that we employed the same type of technology, but yet like on steroids? When I say on steroids, you'll hear exactly why I say this. So, imagine owning that infrastructure, sitting back like a fat cat. Sorry to say it like that, but it is just how it is. The guys are rolling through the dough, so to say, sitting on the yachts, the penthouses, mansions, while you are transacting every single day without thinking about it. That's how it's going to be on this system. This is owning that infrastructure, having the piece of technology with you in the comfort of your own home, or even in your office, should you still choose to decide to still work for a boss. So these are the essential systems that everyone uses every single day without thinking or giving it a second thought. So to get that out of the way, the goal of this call is obviously to build long-term sustainable passive income through real infrastructure ownership. This is where you can determine regular cash flow. It's predictable and it's continuous monthly income that you can expect for the rest of your life. You can build time freedom through this opportunity. You no longer need to trade time for money. You don't have to get up early in the morning, commute to work. Likewise, when you finish that work, commute back home. Instead, money is going to work on a market that never sleeps. Mind you, it's $1 trillion market. The banking industry is a billion-dollar market. Here you can focus on quality family time, share more moments with your loved ones, including longer vacations. Build your portfolio to a point where you can have one permanent vacation. That's all possible here. Mr. Adriano doesn't work. This is his job. Living life of freedom, optimal health. With that freedom comes obviously the stress relief. You don't have to stress anymore. Not only that, you can now afford all the healthier products that's on the shelves today that costing a fortune. Because to maintain health, you need to hit the gym, you need to exercise, all of those things. But no, we are too busy serving an earthly master. That's what it boils down to. You're too tired to get home, to even cook proper food, whatever the case may be, or even take a walk. This is being able to design your life on your own terms. Once you get to that point of complete freedom, you can design your lifestyle in a way that you see fit and leave a legacy behind for your loved ones, should you be no more one day. As we know, we're not going to be living forever. Why not leave a legacy behind? So what is highway space? It is a fast cross-chain infrastructure designed for seamless arbitrage, liquidity flow, and asset transfers across multiple blockchains. It's carefully crafted with tested and proven strategies to be the most secure and truly decentralized network or bridge network in the world. It empowers users, traders, and ecosystems to move value freely without compromising on speed, security, or sovereignty. You obviously presented the market problems out there. This is why they created the technology, because transferring of assets between different blockchain networks is currently slow. It's expensive and it's risky. Existing bridges are often hacked. So with the current technology, you're looking at up to 15 minutes for a transaction to happen in some cases. Excuse me for that. Up to 15 minutes. That gives hackers ample time to penetrate a system. But then you have the solution which Mosaic Highway brings. Imagine a transaction happening within seconds on a decentralized highway that connects the largest blockchain network securely and efficiently, powered by thousands of independent participants, and automatically leverages price differences across market to generate profits. So not only is the system validating transactions, guess what it's doing? You'll hear now. How does it work? The system monitors various exchanges and blockchains in real time. It detects price differences and executes transactions in a way that creates extra values for all of the members. In other words, arbitrage is built into a platform score, which means that your money's constantly going to work for you, be it with the applied fees or the software, looking at various opportunities between 70% of the biggest networks that is going to be connected to the system. Looking for opportunities to buy tokens at a low cost and then sell them at a higher cost at another exchange that's also connected. Don't you think that that's awesome? Not only do you have the power of owning a bank, but also of the system taking advantage of price differences. That's crazy. So how can you participate and benefit from this? We'll show you simple ways to become part of the Mosaic Highway ecosystem. You'll learn how anyone, even without technical knowledge, can join the network. How to invest through special license packs, like you have with your Windows operating system. You need a license pack. At the end of the day, you have a machine that needs the licensed software to do all the work for you in the background. For those that obviously have the smaller licenses, your license will contribute on the machines. We'll show you how to earn passive income from the growth and operation of the system, like I just explained. This is easy money. That's why they say that the smartest people invest in ownership. Our space is not a standalone blockchain. It's a strategic layer built on top of the Mosaic chain. So yes, there's that technology that's already been created. It's launched. It's active, which is the Mosaic chain. Successfully launched, built over the last 3.5 years or 4 years. And you have the highway being built on top of that. It's like giving that system steroids, literally. It boosts Mosaic Chain's utility and global relevance. It strengthens the network security through demand. It increases transaction volume and staking activity. And it expands Mosaic Chain's role in cross-chain economy. The stability is ensured by the results achieved over 4 years. And mind you, this company has done so much in that 4 years. They've hit dead ends. They've clashed against walls. But yet the company persevered and pushed through and resolved every issue that they have met up with. They've got a proven track record and the best of staff working on this entire project between two teams that has both opened their doors since 2018 with $37 million during the first 3.5 years. The project was funded through community crowdfunding. This is the pinnacle of all of their work put together. Yes, they have successfully previously launched products and systems that's still running today. But this is the creme de la creme. You have over 30,000 within the community. And yes, we're obviously looking for more smart people who understand the philosophy of blockchain technology. But if you don't understand it, you can come on the calls, we can educate you as much as possible. And guess what? We even have an open session for everybody to ask questions. So this is the time to set aside all distractions and take as much notes as possible, because you're not going to be able to take in everything at once. That's why we say continue to come onto the call so you can take in more and absorb more. You have 2,399 validators. From the launch, the chain operates with a decentralized and distributed network. That's global. It's not sitting in one location, being governed. This is with the community. This is what you call completely decentralized. So within that network, obviously I have two teams that has proven it only brings top-tier projects with verified developer teams, and is now launching a completely revolutionary project, not with just one world-class team, but obviously with two. So the two teams has worked on an application called the Mosaic Alpha, which is a copy trading platform, fully operational since 2023. These are crypto baskets with various cryptos in, blue cryptos, red cryptos. I'm not sure all the colors, but there's various cryptos, main cryptos, altcoin cryptos, you name it. Put funds into your wallet, tied to the system, and it does the trading for you. You have the Mosaic chain, which is a blockchain optimized for decentralized finance. It's live and fully operational since October the 6th, 2025. Not only is it for blockchain usage, but decentralized finance applied to businesses as well, for them to come in and use that system in their core structure. You have Mosaic Launchpad, where other companies can come and feature what they have to an existing community. The success of that application determines on the community, and also the ability for them to showcase what they have is dependent on our own developers looking at and verifying that systems, so that you have peace of mind if you want to participate in those applications. Then you have Mosaic Horizon, which is a decentralized AI. Compare that to your AI that's already out on the market, which is, again, centralized. It's governed. Decentralized wording alone in itself in the AI means that there is no restrictions that you'll be able to use to your advantage. Then you have the highway, which is starting now. You find yourself in the right space at the right time. Many of us had to wait from last year till this point where we are at now. On the test net, busy loading machines every single day. adding into the network. The moment we hit 1,500, the system will be tested for another week to make sure that it's fully operational and ready. Then it goes live. Then we start smiling for the rest of our lives. Mosaic Chain is a globally recognized multi-award winning project with 7 awards in total. Mention a company that has started up and has achieved even just maybe 1 award within a few months of them opening the doors. I haven't come across it. I don't think anyone else has. But D Labs on the left-hand side has managed to do that. That's the first team, okay? D Labs for the most promising blockchain award won. Within a few months of them starting the project, they participated in the e-finance and fintech festival as well as Budapest blockchain festival. The Forbes magazine that they featured in was in April 2022. Here's the cover of it. It's not put there just for show. No, that's an actual magazine that has an article of what they are doing. They featured, or Televodakovic, which is the CEO, that was presented with the Blockchain Personality of the Year award by the Hungarian Business Awards. Why? Because he's bringing education to communities at large, be it via social media, YouTube, TV stations, radio stations, even lecturing at universities and attending as a guest speaker at these various events. This is why he's achieved the Blockchain Personality of the Year award. So yes, you have the top tier people working on these projects. Then in 2023, another 2 awards from Central European Business Awards, and then 1 from Hungarian Business Award for that very same platform that was at number 1 on the previous slide, Mosaic Alpha platform. A platform on its own within the ecosystem has won the gap-filling DeFi Platform of the Year. Then Televodakovic, CEO, once again receives another award for Pioneer of the Decentralized World Award. His partner and co-founder, Peter Molnar, Blockchain Architect of the Year award. By this point, achieving the 5th award already, they've got proof of work within a short space of time. Anything that is viable, anything that is real, will only receive awards. Then you have the Crypto Expo Europe Award 2025 and 2026. Where the entire team in 2025 stands by the black podium with the first golden trophy won at that event. And mind you, these guys standing there proud. Why? Because they won the best emerging decentralized solution category. Again, the problem, hacking for bridging technology. The solution is their system, robust security and speed and reliability, also cheaper to transact on. They stood toe-to-toe with Binance, Kraken, Bybit, OKX, Solana, Coinzilla, BitPay, Revolut, BitGet, eToro, CryptoGirl, to name a few extras. But there's a whole list of them that you can go and view on the website of cryptoexpoeurope.com, past editions. There's even a section where you can go look at the guest speakers, which Attila Vodakovic was one of those guest speakers. Then coming from 2022 for the best promising blockchain to actually winning the best blockchain ecosystem against all of those big names. It's a no-brainer to be operating with a company that is building something real. So blockchain basic in short, let's see what blockchain is. It's a collaboratively maintained Excel file that no one can modify without the consent of majority of participants. You also have islands and bridges. Each blockchain is a separate island, and the bridges enable communication between them. Just as it's depicted here on the right-hand side, the various islands, and you obviously have the bridges for traffic to flow with ease between them. This is the concept that they're employing into the system. This is why they are winning all of these awards. Because you have the Polkadot network, which consists of parachains. There's over 100 parachains within Polkadot network. 50 of them have their own ecosystems, which are now tied or going to interact with the rest of the blockchains on the right-hand side that you see via the Mosaic chain, which secured the 73rd spot. And on top of that Mosaic chain, the highway is built. That consists of the highway hub, which has nomad nodes, anchor nodes, and vanguard nodes. These are all the machines that does all the complex processes. It adds to the security, to the speed, and reliability. There's 37 developers working on this entire infrastructure, maintaining it on a daily basis. Then you have 3,000 relayers, which they are targeting to have at the end of the first launch. In that first launch, they're looking at connecting Solana, Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. Now, just for a bit of extra fact, if you go and Google how much Solana pushes in one day, how many transactions at minimum in one day, you need to be specific with their wording. You'll see that it generates up to 2 million transactions in one day in the decentralized space. And that goes for Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Now imagine 6 million transactions going through our system. Then you've got Polygon, Tron, and Sui coming on board later on with the second phase launch. That's like doubling or even tripling your earnings. So, do you need to be a rocket scientist to know where the best technology and where everybody's going to flock to because of this technology? You don't need rocket science. It's a no-brainer. So why not own the technology where everybody's going to, as I said in the beginning of the call, transact it every single day without even realizing what's happening in the background. This opportunity will eventually close to newcomers. It's not open like an open ending. No, it's going to close. There's nobody that will be able to invest, much like the Mosaic chain that is completed. That was the first opportunity for everybody to own that relayers. It's closed now. Nobody can invest there as an owner. Now everybody has again the opportunity to go through highway. We don't know if another opportunity will come up like this. So grab it with both hands, hit the ground running. Secure as many spots as possible because it's going to be to your benefit at the end of the day. So current market situation, cross-chain bridges, you obviously have a strong demand for this technology with 1.43 billion in 2024, with a 27% annual growth expected to hit 10 billion by 2033. If you look at the chart on the right-hand side, you can see that every year it's growing exponentially. But with that growth, there's obviously security problems. With 40% of crypto thefts that are related to breaches with 2.8 billion in losses. It's a lot of money. Imagine 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hackers working to actually penetrate a blockchain bridge or bridging technology. They are smiling all the way to the bank. So, it's an overcrowded market with 20 bridges, but few are truly decentralized and arbitrage orientated. Again, this is why the company is thriving, or companies are thriving with the best technology out there, achieving awards like crazy. This entire concept was put into ChatGPT back in August, paid version 5.0. The developer said to ChatGPT, go and compare this what we have, what we want to build back then, compare it to other networks that already have technology out there. So it went to go look at competing bridges. Ethereum, partially decentralized, 25 machines with the wormhole snow bridge. Binance Smart Chain, not decentralized, 20 machines. The multi-chain seller. Solana, not decentralized, 19 machines. That's the least on the list. ZK Bridge research phase and wormhole. Cosmos, composable finance, Picasso, partially decentralized with 180 machines. Avalanche, wormhole, not decentralized, 19 machines. Bitcoin, Interlay Bridge, or IBTC Bridge, yes, it is decentralized. However, they only have 50 machines. Polygon, Layer 0, multi-chain, not decentralized, and they have 30. Then you have Arbitrum and Optimism, both not decentralized, both have around 19 machines. It's Layer 0, wormhole, and wormhole. Why is this so important? Because you have the highway that intends to have 6,000 machines versus the competitors of 180 by the end of phase 2 launch. It came back, ChatGPT came back to say that our decentralization equals to your security. Again, this is why everybody's going to flock here. Safer, cheaper, faster. No brainer. You have a roadmap which is updated. Now, mind you guys, these are estimated dates established to complete various points or various tasks. I repeat it again, estimated, because they are going to face real world issues. We're going to focus on May 2026 with a testnet deployment where it started, performance testings, and security audits. Why does this all need to be done? To see if everything that they've done over the past couple of months has proven its worth and obviously is as robust as they want it to be. Because at the end of the day, they're providing the solution to the hacking problem. So by July to August 2026, they're looking to launch the mainnet with 3,000 plus machines connecting Solana, Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. And one application above that, which is Highway Yieldy. By December, or the start, or maybe even the end of December, or even early next year. Again, this is an estimated date for the second phase launch to add the other 3 chains, a token bridge, and one more, with 6,000 machines connected to the network at the end of the second phase. So it could go up to June next year, even a bit later. It's all due to applied tasks that they have completed. So here's the roadmap disclaimer. As I've mentioned, this roadmap outlines the company's current development objectives and projected timelines based on existing technical assessments and priorities. However, as with all advanced technology infrastructure projects, timelines may be influenced by real-world implementation and experiences, technological updates, ecosystem changes, and unforeseen technical requirements. For example, major updates or architectural changes are made within the foundation layer of the technology, such as Polkadot. It may impact the development approach of Mosaic Chain and then influence the integration of Highway. So yes, there's 3 layers of this technology that makes up one robust system. The company remains committed to be innovative, transparent, and driven to building a scalable, secure, and future-ready infrastructure ecosystem. We are changing blockchain history By building the Mosaic Highway, we are not just adding a feature, we are rewriting the rules of cross-chain interoperability. As I said before, ChatGPT didn't just compare all the networks, also came back to say that this is a revolution in how assets and messages travel between chains. Why is this? Why use the word revolution? Because there is nothing else like this being done by any of those big companies, the big names that they stood toe to toe at those events. At that point in time, I bet that one of those companies had to, a few of them had to be asking, why didn't we think of that technology? You have a smaller company making a bigger statement than them. Sorry for the gestures, but I'm just very out there today. So, who's the service provider? It's obviously Bloxico Software Solutions. The headquarters and tax number and company registration. I'm not even going to try to pronounce those words. You have the reseller, which is Highway Smart LLC, another division of Bloxico to manage the bookkeeping and obviously reselling of the licenses. This was done by another company before. There was a different compensation plan as well, but it was just so much easier for the company to do it themselves. So yes, they opened a division for them to do so, thus rewarding you as a customer with a better compensation plan and a better outcome for a passive investor, where everything is being done now under one roof, giving the opportunity to you as a customer to grow even faster with a better compensation plan. Should you choose to go that route? So yes, you can come in as a passive investor or a marketer and use both rewards if you want to grow your portfolio quicker. So who is Bloxico? Remember D Labs? It's team number one. Bloxico is team number two. Their services include software development, IT outsourcing, and blockchain consulting. The references include major Web3 projects such as TickSpace. These are all the projects they worked on before, which is a decentralized ticketing platform. Flare, a data-oriented layer one chain. A Talascan, which is a product authentication on the Cardano base. Then there is the Catalyst voting platform and the Filecoin testing matrix. The company was also founded in 2018. Since then, they procured over 100 experts within the organization. Mind you, that 37 developers is not all 100 people. No, they are various departments, and 37, obviously, of them, the labs and them combined are working together on this entire project. And since the launch, they have achieved 1,152% growth. They ranked ninth on Deloitte's Central European Fast 50 list. Those that don't know what it is, it's an award for being part of the top 50 companies that grew the fastest in Europe within the space. You have Nenad Naskovic, which is the CEO, blockchain strategist, technologist, and innovator. He is a Serbian-born South African. You heard me correctly. He is a highly respected figure in the European blockchain and fintech space, combining over 3 decades of international experience in software engineering, IT leadership, and decentralized systems. As the CEO and co-founder of Bloxico, he positioned the company as a trusted development partner for some of the most prominent blockchain networks and institutions globally. And under his leadership, Bloxico became one of the fastest tech companies in Central Europe, recognized for its contribution to large-scale Web3 infrastructure projects, smart contract development, and valid data operations. Now, when I did some due diligence on this man, I found out that also he's worked for the biggest of banks. Not just the stuff that's printed here. No, he's Bank of America, Bank of Asia, Bank of UK. This man has extensive experience in energy, finance, decentralized identity. This man has a solution-orientated mindset. So who better to have on a project like this? Leading the way to make it possible for everybody to own the technology. And then on top of it, you have Mr. Robert Puzic, which is a co-founder. He's a sales strategist, fundraising expert, your fancy little back office that you log into and you manage every single day, the new back office. This is what he's designed. Every time you look on the back office, you're seeing a little banner. Refresh because there's an update. This man is working tirelessly on that system. He's the one that came up with the new uni-level incentive program for those that want to obviously earn as an affiliate. He's one of the driving forces behind the Mosaic Galaxy and highway ecosystems, combining over 30 years of experience in marketing, communication, and leadership with deep technical knowledge in programming that dates back to 1983. And as the co-founder and fundraising director of Highway Project, Robert leads the global expansion, community engagement, and decentralized fundraising initiatives across multiple regions. Through his strategic sales and educational work, he has built one of the strongest international growth networks within Mosaic ecosystem. Again, creme de la creme of people, top tier. I don't think you could get anything better because this man has done that back office to the T, to a point where I myself could follow every instruction that's now placed into the new back office on how to load a validator. I got it right within an instant. 30 minutes, my software was loaded, validator's up and running. It's now just waiting for approval. This is how much this man makes it easy and accessible for everybody. This is the part where I'm going to say thank you for your time. I can start babbling on one and take this into 2, even 3 hours. I do apologize if I went over time, but I get excited over this. I'm going to hand over to Mr. Adriano that's going to tell you exactly how you can get started because he knows exactly how passionate I am about this. So, Mr. Adriano, the floor is yours before I get rambling on one.
Okay, so now you're probably wondering how can you start and how can you profit from it? Well, first of all, you need to buy license packs, highway license packs. By doing so, you're securing your early access to a project that builds essential market infrastructure. Good. Give me the next slide, please. We still see Robert Pausich here. Thank you. So, like I said, you need to buy your license packs. And by buying so the license pack, you will be benefiting from cross-chain bridging, yield staking, arbitrage, and all the profit that the company make. A portion of that profit will be automatically shared with all license pack holders. So your contribution gets rewarded 24/7. In fact, you will be making money even when you're asleep, giving you regular cash flow. And that regular cash flow is predictable and continuous monthly income. You will be able to pass it on to your children when you know more. You have more time freedom. You'll be no longer trading your time for money with your job. Instead, money will be working for you 24/7. You will have more quality time with your families. You will be spending more moments with your loved ones, including longer vacation. Personal freedom. You will have more time to pursue other meaningful goals and aspirations, and you will have optimal health, in fact, overall well-being. And finally, you design your lifestyle, living the life on your own terms and enjoying your dream lifestyle. Everybody wants this, but you can only have this if you have your entry ticket. And depending how big your entry ticket is, the bigger will be your reward. and that is passive. Now, if you don't want to wait till the mainnet launches, we have a fantastic affiliate program. If you share the opportunity with your friends and families, invite them to this presentation, help them to join, you will be receiving Mosaic Highway rewards for each successful referral. And together, we can build a much stronger community, and you will be earning more by simply using your influence. Now, is it accessible to everyone? Yes, as long as you're 18 and above. You don't need to be a tech expert. While the platform is designed to be user-friendly and easy to navigate. The developers, they will be handling all the complex process in the background, while you're simply tracking your growing daily rewards through a transparent, brand new dashboard. Here are the software license packs from 100 USDT to 25,000 USDT. Now, please pay attention. This is the most important part. If you're buying a $5,000 Nomad node, a $10,000 Anchor node, or a $25,000 Vanguard node, you have responsibility, meaning you will need also a hardware. It's a small computer. You need electricity, and you need internet connection. That machine will be on 24/7. This is the heart of the whole ecosystem of Highway. These three machines. Not everyone has $5,000, $10,000, or $25,000 to be a note holder, so you can start small with $100, and whenever you have some funds, you can pay in steps towards the 5,000. By the end of December, if you have purchased an amount of software license packs, you can add those all together, and you might reach a total purchase of $5,000, $10,000, or $25,000, and you will be a note holder. Now, the smaller package from 100 to 1,500 have no responsibility. You don't need a machine, you don't need electricity, and you don't need internet connection, but you will be also receiving lifetime rewards like the notes from $5,000 to $25,000. How does it all work? Every package comes with its own digital certificate. The $100 has 1,500. The most expensive one has 500,000 digital certificates. Smaller package receiving relay a percentage from 1% to 15%. Depending on the package you are holding, you're receiving this percentage from whatever profit a 10,000 Anchor node makes per month. I'll give you an example. If you have a getaway of $1,500, you need to stake your digital certificate of 22,500 with someone who holds an Anchor node machine. And if the Anchor node machine makes $5,000, $4,000, or $3,000 profit per month, with the getaway, you're getting 50% of that profit every single month. The 750 bridge point gets 7.5%, 250, 2.5, $100, 1% of that profit. As you have no responsibility with the smaller package from $100 to 1,500, you will be paying from your profit that you're making every single month, 10% to the node holder for the management of the node, and that will be deducted direct via smart contract. Now we have a fantastic promotion. It's called the BOGO Pro Mo. Basically, this was extended. This is going to be available till the 15th of August. Is you buy one package and you get the smaller license packs for free. So this starts from the 250 Pathfinder. That's the smaller pack, is $100. So if you buy the 250, you get the $100 for free. Buy the Bridgepoint 750, the 250 you get for free. Buying a getaway of 1,500, you get the 750. Buying a 5,000, you get the 1,500. Buying a 10,000, you get an extra 5,000 Nomad node. Buying a 25,000 Vanguard node, you're receiving a 10,000 Anchor node extra. So make the most of it. Like I said, you have another 4 days left. This will expire on the 15th at midnight Central Europe time. You have also earning rights. You qualify with each package you're holding for 15% referral commission. We're not paying for advertisement, TV station, radio station, newspaper, etc. You are the advertisement board. So you get paid handsomely if you share the opportunity. You're not going to get 15% of the package value you're selling, but instead of 60% of the package value. 60% is the commissionable value. You can see it under each package, how much that is. Depending on the package you're selling, you're getting from that figures 15%. It's a unilevel compensation plan, So you get paid 10 levels deep. Second level is 10%, 30 is 5, 40 is 3, 50 is 3, and then you have 4 times 2% and 1% on your 10th level. Infinity bonus, 2 times 9%. Leadership pool. You can also earn cars from $30,000 to $120,000 with the car lifestyle bonus, depending on the amount of sales volume you have made with your organization and depending on your career rank that you are holding. This is a disclaimer. Myself and Coach Kurt, we're not financial advisors. The biggest projections and income are estimates, and they're only for illustrative and educational purpose. They do not constitute guaranteed promise, actual results. Any financial performance or earnings was based on detailed analysis of the current market potential, and it was prepared back in August last year with ChatGPT 5.0 version. So it should not be interpreted as a typical guaranteed or expected outcome. The actual results may vary due to market condition, software performance, and other external factors that are beyond our control. But now, if this is true, what ChatGPT has estimated back in August last year, then we can all make a projection of the profitability for the participation in this startup. Now, I want to emphasize this is not a startup company anymore, as we developed this starting back in June, July last year. So there it was a startup. Obviously, now we're on the finish line, so you're at the right place at the right time if you want to earn from the first phase when we are connecting the first 3 blockchains. If you're buying those packages after the launch, you need to wait to receive passive income till the other 3 chains been attached, okay? So here you can see with each package what is the estimation of income every single month with $100, $41, $250, $103, $750, $308, 1,500, 615, 5,000, 2,050, 10,000, 4,100, and 25,000, $10,250 every single month. Now, don't expect to earn these figures from when we go live, as we are connecting just the major 3 blockchains. This calculation was done with ChatGPT with 6 blockchains. So you can count probably roughly about half of that figures, okay? But once we connect the other 3 blockchain in December, and if you have a Vanguard node, I think ChatGPT made a bit of a mistake. While we are trying to connect 70% of the whole crypto market through highway, and the whole crypto market is worth between $3 and $4 trillion. So if you have a Vanguard node, you can potentially earn between $10,000 and $30,000 per month. But in the end, the market always going to determine your returns. Now, become a relayer. You should do anything possible to become a node holder. There's 3 parts, but always the same destination. The 3 parts are, you can buy it. If you recognize a breakthrough when you see one, step in immediately and secure your own relayer license. You can build it, paying in steps with flexible installments. Like I said, not everyone has $5,000 or to $10,000 or $25,000 to be a node holder. So you can pay with flexible installments. And at the end of the year, you can add all your packages together, the ones you have bought, the ones you have won with the lottery, or even the ones you have earned. Listen carefully. You can earn that passive income that never stops. You don't need any money. If you share the opportunity and help others to join, you generate sales volume. You're earning commissions, plus you will be unlocking free relayer license packs every 30 days. So this is probably the opportunity you have always dreamt of, even if you have started to lose hope. If you want to earn a $100 package, you can do it even yourself. By selling 4 packages to 4 friends of $100, you made $400 sales volume in 30 days. You're going to get $100 for free. But selling 4 packages of 1,500 to friends, you get 1 for free. It's more difficult to sell 4 packages of $25,000 Vanguard notes to 4 friends. But if you do so, you will get 1 for free. You should leverage this sales volume with your team. If you have a team with 20 team members, every team member should actually have a goal, what package they want to earn in 30 days. So they will make you that amount of sales volume. So you help them what they want to get, you will get what you want to get. There is only one limitation, that is the 50% rule. To reach your target reward, not more than 50% of that required sales volume can come from your strongest referral, and the remaining 50% has to come from the others. Typical example, if you want to earn a 1,500 license packs, you need $6,000 sales volume. 50% is $3,000. That $3,000 can come from your strongest referral, and the remaining $3,000 has to come from all the other referrals. But you can earn those packages every 30 days, and you will be able to add those to the ones that you have bought or even earned. So you need to choose your path to your success. Investors and network builders, both are welcome, and both will lead to rewards. You have the capital, but you have no time. Become an investor. Let your money work for you. You have the energy, but no money. Then become a network builder. Go out there, share the opportunity. But if you're merging these two together, then you're using both paths, and you'll be maximizing on both rewards, like many of us on this call do. You can start this business with zero, with nothing, but you can still end up with everything that matters. 5,000 note, 10,000, $25,000 note. But ChatGPT says that this model restores the balance. Having the money is no longer the advantage. The advantage is of having a vision and work ethic is. Now, you don't need the vision anymore. You only need work ethic. If you want to be successful, you need to put in some work. And most important is, be a pioneer of next-gen blockchain infrastructure. Help to build a community, and you will be earning rewards for every new license pack that is sold 10 levels deep. So it's not about luck, it's all about recognizing the opportunity in front of you. And most important is you take action. Action takers are the moneymaker. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity, get back to the person that shared this business with you, register yourself, have some USDT in your wallet, purchase your entry ticket, and especially till the 15th, you will be benefiting from the smaller one for free. Thank you for your attention.